Okay, we should be live in just a second here. Okay, we're live. What is going on, guys? I got Brigitta here. She's been in the program for less than 90 days, has already changed up body composition, seen some massive results, and gotten some really good momentum since joining the program. Super excited to have you here with us today, Brigitta.
Thanks for having me today, Alex. It's good to be here.
Heck, heck yeah, let's go. So tell us a little bit about life before we started working together, not just the details, but more like the feelings that you were experiencing.
Okay. My life before I joined was pretty chaotic and I work from home, but I have a busy life. I have a property and horses, dogs, cats, chickens, and I do it on my own and I was having some problems and some real problems with being overwhelmed with work, with home, and a relationship that broke up, my marriage, and that was really hard. And I did go into I kind of hit rock bottom, and I was really depressed and ended up taking 4 months off from work on a stress leave, and which I really needed. But so that really did helped me out a lot, but I felt that I really I was not feeling myself, and I needed to do something.
Totally. Awesome. Awesome. And how did we connect?
Well, let me tell you, I actually saw you on Facebook, and I saw some of your posts, and I liked your posts, and you had some good information, and I liked them every so often, and you friended me. I'm like, who's this guy? So I friended you back, and you just kept posting some really interesting stuff, and you reached out to me so many times. I looked back on my phone, it was February, March, April. Finally, May, I'm like, okay, what do you got to say? Tell me what you got. And I finally decided to meet with you, and I think it was one of the best things I did.
Heck yeah. Awesome. Awesome. So what was that moment that made you say, I should get on the phone with this guy? Like, what were you scared of? What were you nervous about? Was it money? Was it trust in the program and if it would work?
I think part of it is I think it's a lot of things. Maybe a fear of failure, a little bit.
Totally.
Not being able, excuse me, to do it. I mean, and trust, I guess. I being doing weight training and weight strength training before, like I said, I thought I knew it all, which I really didn't. There's so much new information out there, and I think just hearing what you had to say made me realize that there's a lot of science behind it, and that really that connected with me totally.
Heck
So I
yeah.
think that
Heck yeah.
was part of it. I mean, the money, yeah, it's, that's everybody thinks about that, but I think your health is one of the most important things to invest in.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Health is wealth, for sure. Most important investment you can make is in yourself.
Mhm.
So, what were you struggling with or feeling before starting the program? Like stuck, overweight, frustrated, confused, lost, demotivated, rock bottom? Like, what were you struggling with before the program?
Kind of all the above, really. I did hit rock bottom. I really did. I've never felt like so depressed like that before. But I have MS, which is, I've been so lucky because I've been so healthy, but it's on the back of my mind, and I have to be careful. And um, strength in your muscles is so important to support your body when somebody has MS. So I think that was I was scared because I was becoming, after all my injuries that I had and being not able to do the sports that I love, ride my horses, mountain bike, ski. I couldn't do that stuff for a long time. I felt really weak, and I've never felt so weak in my life, and it really scared me. And also getting older, I'm not a spring chicken, but I want to maintain my health too. So it was scaring me that I didn't have my health.
Totally, totally. So, what was that moment that led you to join the Hanson Health Academy? Like, what were you skeptical of, unsure of? What was your like, enough is enough? I got to give it a try moment. And like, what made you want to join?
Well, you know what? I it was kind of that enough is enough, and I, I, I I mean, I feel like I'm getting older, and sometimes I feel like I'm 80, but I didn't want to I didn't want I wanted to feel young again. I wanted to have that mobility and the strength and attitude and be able to keep up with, the young folk, but be able to, keep my health up. So whenever I do retire, I'm able to do that and be healthy. I don't think I was skeptical about the program because I know how strength training can really change your life. And when I did do it quite a bit, I think muscles are beautiful, and I was muscular and healthy and strong, and I wanted to get that back. It was such a good feeling, and I was eating well. Not that I'm a terrible eater, but I wanted to um, eat better and and see results too.
Heck yeah, awesome. And speaking of results, what results have you seen so far since joining the
Well,
program?
that makes me really happy. And, I had a rough start in that, I mean, I think as we get older, there's more things that happen in life. So I got COVID, I had some family things, a death in the family. So it all, it all compiles. But I did lose, how many inches did I lose? Was it
15,
15?
15 so far.
Woohoo! 15 inches. And that was really exciting. And I can really tell on my clothes because my clothes are looser. I had leggings on yesterday and they were actually not tight. I'm going, what? So that felt really good. I have lost a bit of weight, which that wasn't the main thing, but it really feels good to feel a little bit lighter. And also the strength. I know that I'm much stronger and having the energy. I mean, going up the stairs, I have to go really up the stairs into my bedroom. I live in a cabin and it's a really steep loft, and those stairs, it scares people, and I run up and down. I used to run up and down them, but my legs were tired when I'd go up, and I'm going, really, Brigitta, come on. And I don't have that feeling. And yeah, I feel I have had some, I think with COVID, it really brought me down with the recovery. So I wish I had a little bit more energy, but I know that's going to come. And to be honest, after a workout, I am really energized. And so I'm really working hard to do my workouts in the morning. So I'm working hard on that. But you know what? I honestly feel after I've done a workout, I feel invigorated and I feel accomplished too.
Let's go. Let's go. And what have you loved about the program so far specifically?
I think the resources is huge. There's so much available out there. And there's always education going on all the time, and different obstacles that we all face or have all faced. And I think that was huge. The support of you and your team, of course, and that's been huge. And I think it's always nice to know, and I know maybe I should do it more, is to reach out to you or somebody else, because you are there for us. You're passionate about us, all of your clients to maintain and get to their goals and to be happy. And I think that's really important. And knowing that you've had a lot of obstacles in your life and you've been able to get over them, and that's quite inspiring.
Heck yeah. Awesome. Awesome. And when you say resources, if you could like dig a little bit deeper into that, when you say resources, like what specifically have stuck out to you the most?
So a lot of it, one of the big ones, I mean, not just the exercises, is the resources for nutrition, because on the where you can keep track of your meals and things like that, there's so many resources and recipes. So there is a lot of things that you can get on there. I've learned a lot, and when I've been on a few meetings, I've learned about different foods that, oh, that's a good idea. I didn't know, but there was peanut butter powder. Who knew? So that was really interesting. And I think it's being able to share things with other people um, on the chat sites and knowing, people are having good days and bad days, what they're doing, some tips and tricks from everybody because that really helps too. And I think one of the things that I like about the program, you gear it to each person individually because I live out of town, so I don't have access to a gym, but I have a lot of equipment that I had from years gone by. And you and your team were able to build a program that suits my equipment that I already have.
Awesome. Get that customized approach to make sure it
Yeah,
works with you and your lifestyle. Heck
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And what were the best strategies that made the biggest difference for you from the program?
You know what? I think having a schedule is so important, and I'm really trying to stick to it. And I do have a job that kind of flips me all over the place because I start so early in the morning. But I think having a schedule because I have a small cabin that I live in, I don't have a lot of spaces. So Alex did help me create a space where I dedicated to my workouts and where I didn't have to worry about my dogs and my cats, joining me on my mat and getting in the way. It really made a difference. And some tips about some things that I can do, for instance, music, where I should put my alarm clock because I tend to reset it a lot. So I don't have it near my bed. I have to go turn it off. And it's a good way to get up and get yourself going. And just a lot of tips and tricks. And I know this is one thing that I don't like, but it really helps is that cold shower in the morning um because I want to go back to bed when I get up, especially if I'm like, oh, I don't have to be to work for another, half an hour. I think I'll sleep a few more minutes. You don't do that after a cold shower. You
Yeah,
really
totally.
don't. So it sounds scary, but it really does work. And I think a lot of the other resources are on the Handsome Academy website, where there's so many good speakers that from so many different disciplines that have such good information regarding mindset, nutrition, attitude. It just encompasses everything. So, whatever you may be having some struggles with, there's something that'll help you.
Heck yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Love that. And where are you at today? Like, please share like with the group a little bit about your overall results.
You know what? I think with my results, I think it it goes to show that it does work because I want to keep going and I want to see more results, and I want to keep going for my health and 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 self-care, because I think that's a lot of things that we don't care and we I don't have any kids, but I do have a lot of animals that need my care and need my attention. But so I always make sure they come first, of course. And then I have a lot of friends and family, and sometimes by the end of the day you're just so worn out. And I think we the one thing that really resonated with me, that Alex and a lot of the other speakers that I saw said, is to schedule time for yourself, not just the exercise, but that self-care, whether it's a walk or a massage, or just time to read a book, time for yourself. And that's huge, that's important. And I don't think a lot of us do that because we think it's selfish, and it really isn't. If you're not healthy for you, you're not going to be healthy for your loved ones and friends.
Totally can't pour from an empty cup.
Nope, exactly.
Awesome. Awesome. And what do you feel like is different about our program versus other typical programs out there?
Well, you know what? I did a program, and this was a long time ago, and it was kind of it was a self program, and I had a book, and I did it with a friend, and I mean, it had all the information in the book, and it was kind of a contest, and you did it for 3 months, and you took a before picture at the beginning and an after picture at the end of the 3 months. And I mean, I really saw amazing results, and I worked really, really hard, but it was it was regimented for a few different things. It wanted you to eat small meals 6 times a day, and not many people have that lifestyle where they can do that. So it wasn't, and I mean, I didn't have anybody to reach out to. And so I mean, it was my friend and I, we did it together, and I did see results, but there was, I think, having a support team and that is there with you every step of the way, and a customized program that's meant for each individual, not a cookie cutter program like the one I had, which worked, which I'm not going to say because it was very focused on strength training. But somebody that makes you accountable, and asks you how I'm a sensitive person, so I can't be yelled at. But you know what? Alex tries to motivate me in other ways, and and it makes me think. It just really he gives me a lot of ideas to make me think, and I think you always reach out, and having a group that's in the same situation you're in, and having, you know. I'm not one to, and maybe I should reach out more, but I see people, and they post a lot of different things, and it's so, I'm always scared to post something, but it is good to post something and be proud of accomplishments. And I think that's what's nice, because you can see the accomplishments, and Alex can see them, his team and other people, and you motivate each other. I think that's important too. We're not alone, even though Alex and his team is with us. We're kind of all in it together, and we all have some struggles, and we're all human. So I think that's the most important. It's customized, and there's a lot of support, and you don't get that from everybody else.
Yeah, have that community backing you, get that
No.
personalized support, and that friendly kick in the ass.
Yeah, thank you for that. I need that a lot. But
Heck yeah.
no, that's really important, and I think being there to answer any questions, and giving people, I mean, not everybody has a science background, but giving me as much information as I ask for, and details, you've got the education behind you, and to help people however they need to be helped.
Heck yeah. Awesome. Love that. So if anyone was considering getting support from us, like what advice would you give them?
And I would say, be open-minded, and do your research. Look into a few things. Maybe, I mean, I saw some before and after pictures of real people that are in the program, and how much change it affected them, and the change that they saw. So, and be open-minded, do some research, and just yeah, listen, and yeah, and I think strength training is really important, and yeah, and make sure you're healthy enough, and that you can do strength training. So maybe consult with your doctor too. I think that's really important as well. But invest in your health, because it's all you got, really. Your friends and family, of course, but I mean, if you need to be healthy to live the rest of your life, and there's a lot of things that we haven't experienced, and we still want to. So,
Heck yeah. Awesome, Brigitta. And you've come such a long way in such a short amount of time. Super excited to see where we can bring this in the coming months. And thanks so much for coming on here and inspiring other people to take
no,
action.
no, and I think the support has been so amazing, and having somebody by your side through this journey to wellness is so beneficial. So I think people should really, really reach out, and think about investing in their health.
Heck yeah. If anybody is that's watching this right now is interested in wanting to prioritize their health, just comment me in the comments and I can give you a little bit more information to see if it's a good fit.
Yeah. And I mean, if anybody has any other questions for me, just ask Alex and I can reach out. But yeah, I'd be happy to share any of my experiences because I probably there's a lot of things that I probably missed because we're live. But if you have any questions about me and how MS and strength training and health has played a role in my life, that would be fine.
Awesome. Thank you so much for doing this with me today, Brigitta.
Yeah, it was fun. Thank you so much for inviting me, Alex.
Heck yeah. Awesome. Well, thanks for coming, everybody that watched. And if you watched this as a recording, make sure to comment recording in the comments below so I know that you guys watched it. And hope everybody has an awesome rest of their day.
Take care, everybody. Bye, Alex.
Bye.